without vision is only passing time. Vision without action is merely daydreaming. But vision with action can change the world. Hello and namaste to one and all. I'm Gitanjali Tyagarajan of grade 6th B, Bal Bharati Public School, Dwarka, New Delhi. I'm participating in the elocution competition through the registered form. Today I stand before you all to share my opinions about the visionary himself, Dr.APJ.Abdul Kalam, regarding the better, enriched and prosperous tomorrow, with creative education being a part of his Vision 2020. I am a 10-year-old youth and my mother is a physics teacher, and my speech is going to revolve around the two of us, that is, a student and a teacher, the part of education, rather creative and skilled education. It is rightly said that creativity in education leads to the evolution of self-reliant youth with knowledge and action. It is more about motivation than money. It's not only about 100% education, but it's about the right education. If we realize the locked potential of every child, then there's nothing that India cannot achieve. As it is said by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, creativity leads to thinking. Thinking provides knowledge and knowledge makes you great. India is heralded as the land of opportunities and is considered as the emergent economies of the 21st century. The great strength of the nation is the youth force of 600 million. If they stand alone, they can form the third largest nation of the world. How they are shaped in education determines the future of India. Today's education system has a lot of work, lot of pressure, lot of competitions and a lot of stress. At home, our parents tell us to be like our neighbors' children, and at our schools, our teacher tells us to be like the top 5 rankers of the class. Wherever we go, the refrain is same. We have to be somebody else or we are like everybody else. This is because education per se is not enough. If we aim to 100% shiksha, it must be the right kind of shiksha. Good schools are those who nurture the uniqueness of a child. Only then can each child realize its own potential. We must encourage children that there is nothing that they can't do. There's one beautiful experience of Dr. Kalam that he has shared in one of his articles. He was very interested in visiting different schools and colleges in India and abroad. And he used to love to see the way how the teacher used to teach and how the children used to interact with the teacher. Once when he had visited a one-teacher school in Andhra Pradesh, which was only till class 5, the children were called for an outdoor session at 7 o'clock. Dr. Kalam also joined them. The teacher came and said, "Dear children, can you see the beautiful moon in the sky? Doesn't it bring smiles and cheers to your faces? Remember, if you smile, your family also smiles. So who wants a family to stay happy?" All the children raised their hands and said, "I want to do it, I want to do it." Dr. Kalam also raised his hand. Just then the surprise came. The teacher said, "The moon is the natural satellite of our planet Earth." Then the teacher asked, "Can anybody tell me what is the artificial satellite sent by our ISRO into space?" One boy raised his hand and said, "Ma'am, it's the Rohini satellite." Then the teacher continued and said, "Can anybody tell me how does the moon get its light?" Nobody answered, so the teacher answered herself. "The moon gets the light from the sun." The class continued. The teacher turned the class into a moon laboratory. She drew the different faces of the moons. The first day, the second day, the third day and so on. The teacher said, "Dear children, today is the 15th day. That's why you can see the beautiful full moon radiating its light." Dr. Kalam extremely enjoyed the class and was astonished to see the foresight of the teacher. How the teacher turned the class into a moon laboratory and used the moon as a practical tool for teaching. There are many more illustrations in Dr. Kalam's observations. Children must be encouraged to be creative. It doesn't require any fancy schools. The only thing the children need is innovative and motivated teachers. Worthy efforts at creating the right scholastic atmosphere find and adopt several methods of making a class more creative and dynamic. This is known as the correct shiksha. If all the children acquire creative and skill-based learning, then I'm sure the future of India would be surely very bright. But this alone is not enough. We need to have kindness and humanity from inside. Some examples are in Dr. Kalam's life. Once in a construction project of DRDO, Dr. Kalam asked that what should we do to ensure the security of the walls? The team lead suggested to add broken pieces of glass on the walls. The ex-president was quick to deny and said the birds cannot perch on the walls. We need to change it. A politician who takes care of the birds as much as he does for his people. There's one more very inspiring experience of his life. Once, one of his team workers had promised his kid to take him to the exhibition, but due to hectic work, he couldn't. And Dr. Kalam fulfilled his task, surprised the kid by taking him to the exhibition while his father was busy working and completing the project in the office till night 8:30 p.m. I would like to rest my case by ensuring that I would be a responsible youth and help in the progress of my nation with the best of my abilities. Thank you, Dr. Kalam, for enlightening us with your Vision 2020. Jai Hind.